So the law was adjusted where they could start using some of those monies to do other things like maintain the parks, so keep things, turf fields. There was different things that the towns could adopt an ordinance to adjust what they wanted to use their open space money for, and use it that way. What I say, and I've had discussions with the governor's office, who has not said no, they think it's a good idea. I have talked with Congresswoman Mikey Sherrill. I've had many discussions, and I say this: we have open space money. Let's free it up so they can use it for the lakes. They can use it for the testing of the lakes. It's an existing tax. That how much more are we going to buy in properties? So why not take that tax? Why not look on a federal level for the Blue Acres money to be able to take that money to start helping to offset and keep our lakes clean? That's what you call being environmentally sound. That's what you call thinking. That's being progressive. That is being proactive, not reactive. And therefore the money is constantly there to help offset whatever the governor can give us. I have a bill out there right now that would allocate $4 million to Lake Apacon. And the reason why I increased it from $500,000 to $4 million, and the governor's office knows it, is because Princeton
Hydro,
yeah, Princeton Hydro. In one of the hearings, it was asked, how much would it cost to keep Lake Apacon clean? Okay, so
that's their figure.
That was the number. Now, you know,
4 million.
Right, 4 million.
What would they do with the money?
They would be able to do advanced testing. They'd be able to do, which I think is right, is to keep the water moving with
bubblers or something?
Not bubblers, with the what do you call them? The what I you know,
recharge irrigation and sprinklers.
Well, there's a name, and right now we're sitting here
There's
talking.
a pipe in the middle of the
Yeah.
water.
And what it does, it keeps the water moving, because this is what happened. And I'm working with also on Greenwood Lake, because I represent West Milford. So in Greenwood Lake, I'm working with an assemblyman on the New York side. I dropped a resolution that both states need to work together to provide the appropriate funding for Greenwood Lake, and it shouldn't sit solely on the state of New Jersey, and he agrees with me. So that is sitting for the legislature to pass, which I figure they're sitting on all this because it's election time, you know, so they should do the right thing, whether I'm a Republican or not. And let me tell you, I am a bipartisan legislator. So if somebody said to me, well, we'd rather have a Democrat pushing the bill first, I would go as second. I would do that to do the right thing, because the right thing is what's important to the people. And here's one thing with Lake Apacon. The HABs were there, and the HABs were detected 10 years ago, but they were limited. So
that's the blooms, the harmful blooms.
Yeah,
that's right.
Harmful algal bloom.
Right.
Okay.
So those blooms showed evidence 10 years ago. So they started doing studies on it. The Christie administration did. So in 2017, they passed the levels that we're looking at now for the cell count. Purpose of that was the cell count they put at 20,000 was because, and what we did is, we not just took it on ourselves to say, oh, okay, so we called the past DEP commissioner, Bob Martin, and we called Governor Christie. We said, where did you come up with this number? Where did we come up with the number? It's what all of our DEP people came up with, and with Princeton, that was a safe area to be for the people to get into the water, because once you hit 20,000, they were saying they don't know when the toxins are going to go off. And that was a level that they were certain the toxins wouldn't burst. So once the toxins burst, then it becomes a neurological problem to individuals. You look, lessons are learned on everything that happens. And one thing we found was, you know, with the state putting the banner board on Route 80 or 287 up saying, you know, lake, you know, closed, beaches closed, blah, 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 blah. You know, may not have been the smartest thing for the
it kept the
state to do
boaters
because it
away,
kept
yeah.
everybody away.
The marinas were suffering.
Right, and I was just told yesterday that one of the main marinas coming into the lake is out of business now. And I did ask the governor, what was their plan, because by not declaring a state of emergency, he took away monies that could have been there to help people by not declaring it. So, but it was decided that they weren't going to declare an emergency. Hindsight's everything. It wasn't my hindsight. I thought it was better to declare emergency, and then the governor and the federal government could come in and help. You don't solve issues by taxing. You create problems, and there is money. There is money around.